otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader. I am here from the Freedom Club, and we are about to go live and invite all the students into this call, and let's get started. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers. Thursdays, Marketing Reviews Masterclass is about to start. So jump on in and say hello. Gervy and Kanwal, welcome. Sorry for saying that weird. Anil, Justin, Beck, welcome. And I can see Diane. Welcome, Diane. And Willen. I bet you we got a busy night tonight. All right, let's go get into the event and take a look. Nice to see the energy, guys. I like it. I like it a lot. Where is this event? And of course, Just Jordan, welcome. Stream cutted when I started checking you. Oh no, it was there, my friend. It was there. It must have been your internet. Let me just check that. Just check that I got those on the stream, and maybe you can go back and rewatch it. Because I said some good stuff. Give me 1 second. You didn't hear anything? Ah, oh, damn. What? Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for being a real pain in the ass. All right, let's do it again. Everybody, we'll just do this website review, and then we'll get started on everyone else's. What was it called? Press something. Pure SR. Pure SR. Here we go. I don't know why it decided to cut. That's so stupid. Okay. So my feedback was there is too much. There is too many ways that you're trying to sell this product, and there is not one clear benefit. There's lots of many benefits. It's like you've taken a shotgun approach, and you're trying to shoot a shotgun at me with it does this, and what I want you to do is just dial it back and look at the key benefits. The key, I like the benefit. A tanned and nourished complexion in 10 days. Boom. That should almost be your title up here before the product even comes in. You pop that on here, and this looks like it's going to be your hook on Facebook as well. Boosts melanin and protects skin. Beautiful. Exclusive and clinically validated complex. I don't know if you're going to get away with that. I don't know the European laws, but I couldn't do that in Australia unless I had lab tests. Zero orange effect, zero traces, and natural breath. I don't know if that's the kind of thing that you want. And already adopted by 12,000 women. That'd be something I pop up here in my what do you call this? My announcement bar, and I'd leave this space for another key benefit, like all natural ingredients, something like that. The problem is your images are really, really good, but there is way too much here, way too much stuff going on. I'll come back to this area here because we want to clean this up. But I'm looking for things that back up your claim about a tanned and nourished complexion. And as I'm looking down here, I'm not seeing much of it. We've got a natural radiant. We do actually have it. I just didn't read it. There's so much going on with this page that I'm struggling to see when you do say the thing. A supplement that respects skin physiology. I don't think that's as strong as something like I can't believe how tanned my skin looks, or I love the feeling of this on my skin. And your images here look very much like ChatGPT. Very ChatGPT-ish. What I would recommend is moving over to Flare.ai. This bad boy here it's hard to use. Like it's complicated, and it can take hours for this tool to train on your product. But once you get it trained, then you start getting models wearing and using your products that look as good as these. This is what I use for all my websites. Now, science at the service of your complexion. We've got visible radiance in 10 days, anti-aging, no orange effects, clinically tested and certified. If you're going to say this, we got to back it up with your actual tests and certifications. Otherwise, you're just asking people to look for something that's not there. Morning vitamins for your complexion. Again, now we're saying it's morning vitamins as well. And so now you're adding another thing on top of the other things. Glow with a tanned complexion even without makeup. That is really, really, really good. That should be like up way further, because that sort of cements the fact of what you were saying in the beginning. You know, it's another way of saying the same thing, but even better. So that's brilliant. Your skin knows how to tan. It just needed the fuel. That's nice, but it's too far down the page. Modern life depletes our stores of essential nutrients or melanin. This is too much text. We got to say more with far less words. You see how it's so texty, so much text going on. You've already lost my attention because no one's going to read all this. No one's going to read all this. So I want you to simplify and bring it back to the basics. If you look at your competitors selling this type of thing, they don't have to have a whole advertorial scroll down to get all of the information. It's concise and to the point. And that's what I think will really bring this home. Now, the last bit, this thing right here, this is confusing as hell, because you got one bottle here for 49 pounds. Well, sorry, not pounds, euros, right? And then we've got one bottle plus free for 49. Now, you might think only an idiot would go one bottle. But as a customer, I'm sitting here thinking, well, if it's $49 for this, and then you're going to give me all this free stuff with this one, is it really worth 49 pounds? It's a bit confusing. We want to add value, but we don't want to devalue our product. Now, you've got low stock alert here, but 17% stock remaining for the current month. You're asking my brain to do too many things. If you're going to do a low stock alert, make it simple. Low stock alert, 5 left in stock. 4 left, whatever. 4 left in stock, doesn't matter. But giving me a percentage makes my brain work too hard. 60-day money back guarantee. Nice. Shipping 24-hour, cool. Get your product description where it should be. I like that. Questions and answers, very good. Shipping and delivery. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I didn't see any reviews down here. We've got testimonials, but we don't have reviews, and they need to be down the bottom. And that, my friend, is my feedback. Gerby, can Flare.ai make videos? No, it can't. For videos, I use ArcAds. So a few sessions ago, I went through and showed you guys how I use ChatGPT to generate my hooks, my headlines, my problems. What do we call it? Let's see if I can grab it for you guys. Somebody decided to write all over my template with all their stuff. So it doesn't make much sense right now because one of you guys in this call put all your stuff in here. So this is the template that I use with the ChatGPT prompts that I use right here. I'll give you guys a link. I'll make this so... Can we fix this so no one can edit it? Viewer. Okay. All right. Give you guys this link here. I'm not going to go do a full deep dive on how to use this because that would take ages. And we did that. I'll do it again for you guys in the future. But for the moment, what we want to do is build out these things here. Build out all of these columns here by using the prompts here. And I know if you didn't see me do it, I know it's a little bit overwhelming, but this will help you find those dream outcomes for your clients. Find the ways to target them on Facebook in your text. Find the things that they want to know, whether or not your product will be successful for them, and have that in your copy. Find the objections you need to break through in your copy. Find your hooks for Facebook and your headlines, And then come down and start. Where's my scripts? Somebody got rid of all my scripts, but doesn't matter. I'll clean this up and I'll make this a lot easier to use, and then I'll give you guys a rundown on how to use it. That's my mission, is to make this super, super easy. So what I will do from here is use my objections, my likelihood of successes, and use my hooks to write myself a script. And then in ArcAds, I think this was an example of one of my scripts, right? We wrote this the other day. So I grab 4 or 5 hooks and I write them into my script so that when I go and use ArcAds and I go and pick one of these AI heads to talk about my product, I get them to say 4 or 5 hooks so I can cut them in CatCup and make 4 or 5 different versions of the same script with a different hook at the start. That allows me to test my hooks. Now, ArcAds are great because you pay for it, right? And then you get one of these guys, it looks like this, to be a talking head in your video. And then you take a UGC that you purchased from somewhere else, and you can make unlimited versions of your UGC by putting their head superimposed on top of the product, like here. So you can effectively make so many different things. Hanil, you use these guys for your video ads and results are looking good? I think I've used these guys before and I wasn't particularly impressed. I did find, I mean, they didn't do a bad job. It's just the ads that they made for me were so in my face. It was great that they did them and I didn't have to worry about them, but they were so clearly drop shipping products. You know what I mean? So clearly drop shipping ads. Did they work? Yeah, they probably got a few sales. They weren't too bad. What product am I talking about right now? Well, what you mean? What products did I use my ads? Well, I've used ArcAds to sell my home craftology products. I've used ArcAds to sell bathroom products. I've used ArcAds to sell handbags, and I've used it for a lot of my brands, actually. To be honest, a lot of them. Even on Homecraft, I've used it. It was great. Yeah, so if you want to use these viral e-com ads, people, go ahead. They're not very expensive. I didn't love the result. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. All right, let's get into the questions for tonight. Justin, please review your ad account and website. Perfect self. They were cheap with the discount codes? Yeah, they're cheap for a reason. Ads. Become a better version of yourself. All right, LED face sculptor. And this is called Perfect Self. Okay, got your ad account here. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, look, we really don't need to spend this much money on each audience type that we're testing to get an indication of if this is going to work. Let's take a look at your clicks. Let me just check your setup too. Ad set budget, cool. Sales, not bad. It's nice. Perfect self pixel and the purchases. Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay, your CPMs, very, very expensive. You have more expense. You have more information in the date. Yeah, we'll get to that. CPMs are very expensive. Now, that's not your fault. No problem, Just Jordan. No problem at all. The CPMs are not necessarily your fault. Your cost per click's insanely high. But your click-throughs are not terrible for most of these. Like your 5% click-throughs, anti-aging and facial, that's promising. All right. Tried a couple of creatives over different time periods with the help of Jordan. In the end, you decided to maybe pivot to a primary product. After initial testing of C1 and C2 with different audiences, Jordan suggested you experiment with broad audience for 5 to 7 days' time. Yep, I agree with everything Jordan said. First campaign, second campaign, third campaign. It doesn't look to me like your ads are the problem. Like, these click-throughs are outrageously good. Even though your CPMs are high, you're counteracting that with some decent CTRs. That's a good hook.
Before you spend thousands on expensive facial treatments, watch this.
I just use this tool to contour my face. You can see the difference. I only did this side, so we're gonna do this side now. Basically, you just kind of hold it right here and bring it up.
I don't like your copy. Instantly snatch your face with our 7-in-1 LED face sculpt. I mean, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, cool, but I don't like this. That doesn't make any sense to me. Hi, Hanil. I'll try to, Hanil. I think you need to rethink your primary text. It can make a big difference here. What you say here can make or break your campaign. Honestly, I didn't think it was as important as I've learnt that it is, but it is your one chance to put an impression onto someone who hasn't seen you before. So you might think, what can I do? Well, you could say something like, thousands of women have reduced the wrinkles in their skin without expensive treatments thanks to this. I'm just spitballing here. But what I would do is go look at my competitors and have a look at what they're using in their copy here to see if I can do better. Now, Perfect Self 7-in-1 LED face sculptor de-bloats your face. Is that how we say it? I guess it is. Just, I don't know, looks weird to my eyes. Reduce fine line and wrinkles, results within 7 days. It's not particularly strong. And your images so far, up until this image, this image is pretty good, but so far there's a bit too much going on. The text is a bit too small. I'm in two minds about this. At one mind, I'm thinking this product has, like, there are a lot of people who've sold a lot of these products. It may be oversaturated, but also to sell this product at this price point, we're going to need a much, much, much better website. Most Aussies don't realize this, but you can sculpt your face and look slimmer by doing one simple and quick task 2-3 times a week. The copy isn't strong for a beauty product. You should have experimented with the ad copy. Yeah, a little bit. You live and learn, Justin. But at the same time, I don't think it's necessarily your ads. I think the weakness here is the page. I didn't see a pop-up, by the way. So are you capturing emails at all? We have to capture emails. We have to capture them. I wish I could think of an example of a website that was selling this really well. You know what? Let's find one. Let's find one right now. Here we go. Let's find one that's been running in the last 90 days with ad run time. And let's order by number of ads. No, let's order by impressions. Oh, you saw the pop-up? I must be blind. I must be blind. Okay. I'm looking for one of... Okay, this has been running for 955 days. There we go. This is how we sell a beauty product. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's more trustworthy. So this versus this. Here we've got selling points up here, trust up here with the customers. Theirs is $94. So they're selling it more expensively. We've got the benefits here. Boost collagen. Scientifically backed. This PP ads is amazing for competitors. Yeah, there's a reason I use it. There's a good reason for that. And don't forget, use Crusader as your code. You get 20% off. We're very lucky that they're giving me a free account. Well, I'm very lucky. Because you guys get to get, like, this is like a full account. So we get to do all the features unlimitedly. So 7 LED light therapy modes, enhanced skin care, reduce inflammation, visible skin, versus debloat your face, reduces fine lines, results within 7 days. You see how this is just boom, and the ticks. Yes, you know. Should you have more than 3? Look, we tell you, there's things we tell you to do in the Freedom Club. And the reason why we tell you to do them is because they'll work for most products. But that doesn't mean you have to stick to 3. This formula gets you off the ground. I wish you could, Hinil. I wish you could use my account, but they don't allow me to share it, unfortunately. Let's see if we can find another example too. 158 days. Let's take a look. Started in February. Oh, that doesn't exist anymore. That's not a good store. We'll try a different way of finding. We'll go library products, sculptor. Sculptor. If I could spell it would help. We're gonna go first ad date. We won't do that actually. We'll do reach. Oh man, there's so many options here. You know what? Let's just do this, and we'll sort these by reach or spend. Same one. Man, they've spent a lot of money. That's probably a good example then. Yeah, that was most likely the shrine theme. Most likely. It's not 100% apparent to me that it is, because it could be another theme with the, what are they called? The section app. It could be the section app. Let's look at this one here. Beautiful. LED 7-in-1 face sculptor, luminous, revitalized skin, warming, relaxing massage, reduces the appearance of wrinkles, 7-in-1 technology, very nice. I don't know, I think I prefer the first one. They've copied off them a lot, haven't they? Look at that. Good artist copy, great artist steal. So, Justin, if you want help with this website to try and get this thing converting, Jimmy is your man. So Jimmy is, I reckon you could say he's got the Midas touch when it comes to making landing pages. He's really, really, really nailed and dialed in. So hit him up and ask him for some help and some advice. Take these as blueprints for building your page. We've got to build trust. That's the most important thing. If I come to your website and I don't trust it, I am not buying from you for any product. And while this theme works well for most products, if we're going to be selling beauty, we've just got to we got to buff it up a little bit. So keep your ads off for a little while, for a few days, while we bring this page up to scratch. Now you've got good reviews. So we're off to a good start. You've got the basics here. We're just going to add some key elements, and we're going to rewrite your script or rewrite your copy, and we're going to make it stronger. And then we're going to redo your benefits. And then I think we're going to be on our way, I think. So I won't go through your ads. I think your ads are okay. I don't think they're the problem. But yes, definitely in the future, definitely test extra copy. But don't worry about that for now, because when I'm looking at your clicks, like a 2.72 CTR, that's actually a good sign. Anywhere above 1.5 is good. If you're seeing days where you get 4% clicks on some of these bad boys, that's a really good sign that we have at least got some kind of buyer intent. And you can see here, we got some good clicks. These click-through rates are very good. If this was my store, I would definitely not be giving up yet. Definitely not. We just got to bring that quality shine to your store up. Okay. Melanie. What about the product images? Other than the small text on the one particular one? I mean, they were okay, but look at your competitors. That is a beautiful image. Now you can use ChatGPT, you can use Flare.ai, you can use many AI tools to generate these types of images. And luminescence. The before and afters are really strong. That's a very good image. It's clean. There's not too much text. You can still see what the product is. This is cool because it shows you all the different lights that the product actually does and what those lights actually do. I'd say these guys have an absolutely killer website. Absolutely killer. And then we look at yours. That's a nice one. This one, not so much. It's a bit dull and it doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't make the product look amazing. This, I like where you're going with this. It's just, I can't see the difference before and after, personally. We need more, that's nice too, but we need more, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Extreme before and afters. Yeah, the way you got this is pretty good. It's pretty good. That was similar to what we had over here, wasn't it? Not too bad. Not too bad. This would be okay, but your text is too small. And this probably we don't need at all. So image-wise, not too bad. You can certainly do a little bit more improvements, but not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Melanie. Hey, we're in profit. It's a good start. Problem solved. Next. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Clutter fix. Oh, the swivel bike rack. So you spent $100 in ads and you got one sale worth $378. Is that right? Let's take a look. You're welcome, Justin. I'm here to help. And Jimmy is here to help too. Okay. We've spent on the new top of funnel $112. Cost per click is pretty good. CTR is pretty good. So did we got a sale, yeah? Do we have Melanie on the call at all? Facebook's not showing the purchase. Okay, cool. So we did get it. With this type of product, if it's a higher end product, like a higher ticket product, it may cost more to get a sale. That is normal. Let's go take a look at the website. Oh, so someone bought 3 of these bad boys. 4 of them. Is that right? Did someone buy 5? See, for this sort of product, this basic kind of landing page is probably going to work because that's the nature of this sort of product, I believe. Could you get more sales by improving this? Absolutely. Absolutely, you could. How we couldn't... Oh, you got the easy install. I'd probably want to make a better easy install video. Because this looks a little grainy and hard to watch. Website looks reasonably okay. Okay, top of funnel. Purchases. Cool. Location Australia. We probably should be doing some interest testing. Hey. So this is just a broad test. I'd like you to create an ad set that's targeted to bikes and go and search Facebook ads and find more bike related keywords. Tired of clutter? Say goodbye to tangled handlebars. I don't think that's the right wording for this. It might be. Still tripping over bikes. That's nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Still tripping over bikes. All right, what I want to do is check on sales. Sales is what I need. Oh, 3 add to carts, no checkouts, but then we got that purchase. What would I do? I think we need to run this for a little bit longer, and we need to test audiences, and we need to spruce up the web page a little bit, I think. A little bit. It's pretty good. It's a good start, and you got the one sale. That would get me excited enough to start to think, how can I make this prettier? You know, you could put a bit of text up here, for example. You could be putting, you know, Australia's #1 bike rack solution or garage bike rack solution. Leaving scuff marks on the walls. Yeah, that's a good one. So you might have a heading, no more scuff marks. Protect your walls. We don't want to have this kind of ChatGPT nonsense in here. This looks like it's been copied and pasted for ChatGPT, and that's going to throw a lot of people off. I don't like how you got the 2 images here. This is okay. Yeah, we just need some improvements. Need to spruce up this page a little bit. Okay. Gervy. Store again, rejoice step song. All right. Impression. Before and after. Not bad. Support for varicose veins. DVT. Lymphatic drainage. Yeah. Secret discount for you. Simply enter your email below and get your special joy. It doesn't. Your copy here is not. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Get your special joy inside. No, just keep it simple. And I don't like how you got your casing issues here. Pick an uppercase or a lowercase and stick to it. And if you're going to do this, it's just mystery discount. Get your mystery discount right now. And leg pain in minutes. Slip it on. Cool. Not bad. Got your size chart here. Not bad. Not bad. Benefits from these socks, kind of. I don't know. I don't like the wording, but I do agree. Like, this is a good little duvelaki you got here. It's nice. This text down here is good. I don't like the heading necessarily. Doctor recommended, lifestyle enhancing, senior approved. Interesting. Stay active. I don't know if we're going to be wearing our socks on grass, but it's a very big improvement. Rediscover the joy of gardening, walking, traveling. Nice. Okay, I don't. This layout is bad. We're supposed to have image, text, text, image, image, text, text, image. You've made changes to make for the material. Yep, cool. Yeah, because this looks bad. You can go and get the section app and format this properly. And look, I'm just Yeah, I'll give you the quickest example I can think of. Okay, so text, heading, text, image, image, heading, text, text, heading, text, image, image, text. You get the point, right? This is how we format a page to look professional. When we come over here, we start off pretty good, and the further down we go, the worse the page looks. You kind of got it here. But half of this is cut off, which doesn't give me the best trust of the website either. All right, now you're saying you made changes to focus on maturity elderly. We had 3 sales in the past week since. All right. Do I have access to your ads? I don't think I do. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. Didn't I? I did have access last week, didn't I? I'm just looking for it now. Man, you guys have got to stop sending me so many accounts. You have any idea how long this is taking me to scroll through? Yeah, like I know, I remember having access. Did you remove me at all? Can you just go in and just double check that I still have access? I'm still scrolling, by the way, through all of these ad accounts. That's not it. Oh, there it is. I found it. I got it. All good. We got it. Okay, let's have a look. No, that's not the email that I want you guys to send to. So just delete that comment if you can, Govi. That's my personal email, not my Facebook email. Okay. Oh dear. So you've had 3 sales. Yeah, look, this isn't working, guys. This isn't working at all. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, it's because you got add to carts down here. Okay, my bad. Just ignore everything I just said. Okay, we've got mums. The mums are no good. You're spending too much testing. That's the first thing. Step strong video ad set. You're doing too much targeting in these tests. How can you know which one of these is the right targeting if we're going to throw all of these ideas in here? So when we do interest targeting, try and do 1 interest per ad set. 1 interest per ad set. Otherwise, we're not really testing. We're just sort of throwing ideas together. So this one doesn't have any targeting. So this is just image testing. And no targeting here. So what I would be doing, I mean, we're almost there. We're nearly there. We've got some videos, okay? And video-wise, let's take a look at your clicks. Look at the click-throughs and look at the cost per click of video 6. I don't think Broad's going to do it.
socks help manage diabetes-related leg issues by keeping blood flowing
Good ad.
and preventing dangerous swelling. She went from barely making it around the block to taking 30-minute walks every morning. Her doctor is amazed at how much her circulation has improved.
Thing is, for your target audience,
Get rejoined.
the older gen on Facebook, they're going to eat that up like candy. They're going to be sharing that with their wives. They're going to be all sorts of things. Was that my website? Yeah, Homecraft's one of my websites. One of my websites.
Standing all day shouldn't feel like a punishment, especially when you're working hard, caring for.
Look at the difference there in clicks between. I know we've only spent $2, so it's hard to say. There's not enough being spent on Z6, but you've got the visual things moving across were really, really good. Keeps the attention going in for the older generation. You probably need some yeah, there is a lot going on. I do agree. You probably need some are you talking about my website? There's a lot going on. You might think there's a lot going on, but this has been A/B tested over the past 10 years for a specific audience who like this very specific craft. And the reason why I'm comfortable having a lot going on with this particular page is because I've done the A/B testing. Every single thing here has been meticulously tested in and out. Would this work for all of you on your websites? Probably not. Probably not. But every product has a different audience, and that different audience wants to see different things. And the only way for us to figure out how to sell more products is to spend the time to understand them and test out ideas. So I used at the time a testing suite. At the time, we used to be able, there was a specific Google tool that allowed us to do A/B testing of everything on our website. That tool is no longer available, but there's other A/B tools that I'm currently testing to show you guys, and I'll report back when I've found my favorite one. So back to the socks, Gervy. We probably want to have some titles down here as well, because most people have their sound off. So we want titles, especially for the oldies, so they can actually read what's going on. One, as you mentioned, one interest per test. Don't spend more than, say, $30 to $40 per test. $30 to $40 should give you a pretty good indication of whether or not it's going to work. Your click-throughs are really good. Your cost per clicks are really good. Your website still needs a significant amount of uplift. Please contact Jimmy, and Jimmy can show you the apps that we use to make our pages pop. So please do that, and let's see how you go this week. But that is promising. That is promising. Good that we're getting some orders now, and let's just improve from here. All right. Willen, Iron Grip. Should you kill or continue? I'd want to see it through. I kind of want to see where this goes. Like, to me, you haven't really got the basics of the website done to the point where I'd be happy giving up. That's my personal opinion. I'd want to see this looking absolutely slick, and I'd want my ads looking slick with the titles. And then if it didn't work, then I'd be like, well, you know what? The website looks really good and it didn't work. But if you feel like you want to pivot, I can understand wanting to pivot. So I'd say if you did want to pivot, I'd support that. Willen, Iron Grip. Complimentaries, you got the ad reviews, they look good. Haven't got any sales. Darrell saw the ad, she loves it. She said maybe the price could be an issue. Should you make it cheaper? Jimmy's feedback was try different angles. You change the main text across the ads of the gym bag. You want my opinion? Yeah, man, you got it. You got it. Iron Grip. Okay, magnetic gym bag. No more bags on dirty floors. Easy access between sets. Magnetic grip. Free delivery Australia wide. Nice. Nice. I like that. Oh, so problem here that you've got. I like your thing. If it doesn't stick in your gym, we'll send it back. So image, text, image, text, image, text, image. We've got every second one needs to be flipped. Other than that, massive change. Your before and after, beautiful. No matter where you train, your essentials always in reach. Grab gear fast, effortless access between sets. From chaos to clean, in every workout. 1 bag for every day. The only thing that you're not really mentioning that I think is important would be like the water and the shake, right? If you can show putting the bottle in and putting the powder in from this thing really easily, like what are the things? What are the things that we need in our as gym goers that we really need? And I think one of the selling points was access to your phone really easily to record your technique, right? And this is a question for other gym goers, do gym goers tend to I know they record their sets when they want to check their form, but are they using their phones to like record what they're up to in their routine? And if so, that'll be another angle that you can put here as well. Access to your phone to track your routine and to track your goals, maybe. Keep your wallet and keys safe. Yeah, they do that. Cool. So bring it back to the things that are important to a weightlifter and speak more of their language. And don't get afraid to get cheeky, Like you could have a thing here. Doesn't matter if you're natty or whatever else they call it. This is good for everybody. Keep your chemical safe. I don't know if you want to say that or not, but do you get my point? We need to talk like a pumper. Oh, is that what you call them? Talk like a bodybuilder. Clearly, I'm not one. Other thing that I'd like to see here, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. This is a fair cry better than before, right? But if you could find an influencer, even yourself as a founder, because you said you go to the gym, you said you work out. We need like a You didn't get any sales. You have people commenting commenting to the page. Great. I'll get to the ads in a second. We'll have a look at the ads. Don't worry about that. What I'd be looking for here is a founder message. You see on Homecraftology. So there's an app that I use here to put my wife and myself here right under the add to cart button and pop it up. It's from Section Store. It's like $15, not per month, just $15, and you get this app to put these cool videos here. So I found a video under here of yourself, like in the middle of a workout, talking about the thing, and maybe another trainer as well, talking about how they love this thing. It's changed their gym session. So more language. All right, let's find your ads. It's getting there, but it's got a little ways to go. Do I have access to your ad account? Doesn't look like I do. Section Store can do a lot. I don't know if I have it on Homecraftology. I must have it. What's the name of your business profile? So if we go to apps here, we go to Section Store. Basically what this thing allows you to do is buy really beautiful components. This is it here, the product videos one. Each of these components, this is like US dollars. So you buy it for $9 and then you own it for life on this store. And there's tons of cool features like this kind of thing for reviews that you can just purchase and pop into your store. And this can take your free template that we give you up to that amazing looking type of wow store that you guys sometimes need to sell your products. Things like these video sliders, you can have a bunch of gym goers here using your product, and that's kind of what you miss. We want other gym goers to feel like they need this in their life to look good. Because why do you go to the gym? To look good. And what's best in the gym is looking like you belong there, right? Looking like you know your shit. I think gym goers need to see, like bodybuilders need to see other bodybuilders loving it to make them want it, right? You could even bring that against them. You call yourself a bodybuilder. Have you got one of these? That would really rile them up. All right, let me try and see if I can find your account here. And you can play with that too. You know, like Chad's got one of these. Do you? Okay. Iron grip. Iron grip. I'll give you my email address to invite. We'll just check my inbox real quick. Oh, Iron Grip. Here it is. I got it right now. Willen, why is this in French? Is that French or Spanish? Vou que poder accessar ferramentas para empresas como. That's Spanish, right? Portuguese? Are you Portuguese? Do you speak Portuguese? Nah, it's all good, man. Bring some of that flavor into your ads. Anything you can do to oh, you're Brazilian. Perfect. Perfect. Could you, I don't know if you can, but could you say, you know, this went viral in Brazil and you've just brought it to Australia? Yeah, ham it up. And Aussies, they love the Brazilians. You know, they love them. So bring that into your ads, into your founder ads. Make it part of your brand. My hairdresser is Brazilian, and he was Mr. Australia, I believe, a few years back. Is that what you call it? Man, you're good friends to use as models. Yeah. What is it about the Brazilian dudes that make them look so good? All right. Diane moved to Randwick, New South Wales. So many Brazilians. I think up here on the Gold Coast, there's just the one Brazilian guy that I've seen. I don't see many of them. Like maybe it's just New South Wales. All right, Iron Grip. And how do we sell products? Good looking models. That's how we sell products. Okay. I'm excited. Let's check this out. The gym bag on steroids. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is cheeky. Thanks, Jordan. I like that a lot. Okay. $100 spent. Still early days, Willen. Still early days. Your click-through is pretty darn good for some of these. Now, I don't know if I'd be testing broad. I don't think this product's going to work on broad for quite some time. And even with home craftology, I got a 10-year-old Pixel. You're on the Gold Coast as well, around Burleigh. Nice. You probably know my hairdresser. What's his name? Probably know him from the gym. Let's see if I can grab his name because I've just forgotten it. Christian, that's his name. Christian Firex. He's the best hairdresser that I know. All right, anyway. 1% click-throughs, not bad. Not good, but 1.6 is good. 2.5 is fantastic. Cost per click's a bit high. We probably need to work on some of these, but I don't think broad's going to work. Now, gym fitness, yes. But tell me, look, let's just do a quick test here. I'm not going to publish this. Just going to duplicate, just so we can have a look at some targeting. Should get Christian to model. Dude, you really should. You really, really should. He probably would too. He loves showing off his muscles. I'll see if I can find a picture of him. Hey, one sec. Here we go. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. Maybe I'll bring him up on Insta. Hold on. He would be perfect, and I could get you guys in touch. I've been trying to convince Christian to come and join the Freedom Club because he's a barber, obviously, and you know I want him to teach him to sell barber products. So this guy right here, I think he could be your spokesperson. I'll send you his link. You more than happy for me to send something to run? All right. Well, let's first take a look at targeting. I won't be able to actually publish these because I don't have permission to publish to your page. Okay, we've got purchases here. I'll give you some ideas for targeting. So not gyms and not health clubs. I think that's too broad. We're going to be getting a lot of women, and we want mostly dudes here. I mean, I say mostly because we want bodybuilders. So let's start with bodybuilding. Boom. And there's tons of different bodybuilding. Did you see when we went in that? We got weight training, physical fitness, strength training. Now, I've got full access to your account. I don't have full access to your page. And, you know, I kind of don't want to have full access to your page. I want you to do this. I'm happy to look over your work, but I want you to be in control. Same goes for everybody. So physical fitness, strength training, physical exercise. I'd be given these individual tests. So 1 target per ad set. Powerlifting, perfect. Don't go too broad with the gym and stuff. Really focus on the lifting side of things. Weightlifting for Olympics, yes. I wouldn't go the fitness professionals either. Maybe female bodybuilding? Maybe. Natural bodybuilding, perfect. Deadlift, perfect. Let's look through what ads I would put in there. Let's take a look. No, let's first look by spent. $38 spent. $3 cost per click. So no for this one, no for the drop set. Let's just have a look at what that was. I have no idea what this ad is for. Was this the first thing you tried to sell? Let's look over the past week and a bit. Oh, you're trying to sell this pin thing? Yeah, that's not a good product. Okay, then we got 1.6. We got 2.38 on the magnetic gym bag. We've only spent $24 on this. Don't bother advertising complimentaries yet. Let's get yourself a primary product that's making you money. So on the store that I launched 2-3 weeks ago, I've only been advertising the one product, the primary products. I haven't launched any other products yet. I'm just getting some momentum on the primary, and then I'm going to worry about my complementaries. Okay, gym bag. It's okay. It's okay. But it's not sexy. Where's the muscles? Where's the oil? I reckon straight gym like bodybuilders, I reckon they prefer looking at muscly men more than women do. So give them what they want. You set up a Father's Day today. Should go broad on that. I wouldn't bother going for Father's Day. It's too late. They won't get it in time, probably, and it'll be a waste of your money to go and even bother trying to set up a Father's Day images and ads and whatnot. You need to focus on your primary ads. You're starting to get it. I can see you're starting to believe. You're starting to feel what it takes to sell, right? That's close. This is close to good. Is that you? It's a little bit dorky though. How does C1 on add 2 go? Yeah, we haven't had enough spend on these. All right. I want you to create one of your mates. The handlebars are cool. I want close-ups of muscles. I want this to look like who was I watching on YouTube just before? Now I know there's a bit of production value in some of these. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Who's this guy? Jeremy Ether. Jeremy Ether on YouTube. I don't know if showing you this will help. I don't think it will actually. But when I look, so one of my clients that I work with is, I know looking at me, you can't tell. I've been trying to get fit. I actually lost 6 kilograms in the past month, and I've been trying to get fitter. One of my clients is a bodybuilder, and he basically runs a business where he lives wherever he wants throughout the world and trains people in strength coaching and fitness online. And so I kind of know how to sell to bodybuilders. They want to see weight. And now I know you're not selling weight, but you show them the kind of stuff like they want to see, like that kind of stuff, and then your bag. Give them the eye candy and then get their attention and then show them the awesome gym bag, right? That makes sense? Show them the right tech, or show them something completely ridiculous and show them the wrong technique. Make them and sort of have like a don't lift like this with the wrong technique, and they're all gonna chime in the comments saying, oh, don't do that. And then you show them the cool bag and like, but this bag is cool, that kind of thing. Show them what they want. Okay. So we want to rethink the ad campaigns, but at the same time, you can test with what you've got. You may get some sales just with what you got if we start to test out those bodybuilding interests that I just gave you. Give them a test. Don't spend more than, say, $20 a day on your ad set that you're testing, and don't spend more than $40 on your ad set if you haven't had sales. And get in there. Go make some content. If you want to, go and contact some bodybuilders on Instagram that you might know, and ask them if they could shoot you a video for $100. I'm sure they would. Ask them to do a set for you and throw the bag on the thing and take a swig of water or something. And it could be a 20-second squat. Throw the bag up, take a drink of water and do the squat. And then, just make it up in the gym. Get some good content. And I do think this will work. The fact that these ads kind of suck and you were getting click-throughs like this, I think you're on the right track. I really do. Honestly. All right, keep it up. Kevin. Could you please read my at Puripulse? Puripulse. Do I have Puripulse? I do have Puripulse. Hormonal, mums, facials, anti-aging. Okay, we've got some testing going on here. Oh, that's a fair bit of money spent. Beauty roller. Okay. Interesting products. Okay. I'm just going to grab a URL. Let's take a look at the overall results. CPM is very high on the top of funnel beauty roller. The face masks. Is this no purchases? Is that right? Okay, $10 spent. Oh, this is the right way of doing testing. Definitely the right way of doing testing. Why can't I see the actual clicks? No sales yet. I'm so sorry about that, my friend. We'll see if we can fix that. We've got pretty good cost per clicks. Just let me see. I can't get my bar to go across, so just hold on. Okay, good click-throughs for facials and for facials. Yeah, look at that, 88 cents. That's something right there. So what does this tell me? Tells me the facials is a kick-ass keyword. Now look, you believe your first product, the LED face mask, and then you move to the facial. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at both. So even for home craftology, I found that there is one keyword that just far excels all the rest, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. It's just that one keyword. So for now, facials is what you got that's working. That's fantastic. And then the beauty roller. So you've been testing angles for the beauty roller, but you haven't been testing targeting. The click-throughs here for morning puffiness. Okay. All right. So here's what I would do so far. So far, we have an angle that we think works. Morning puffiness. It's looking pretty good. Good CTR. Good cost per click. No, your ad strategy is actually really good, Kevin. This is exactly how I do this. Down to a T. You have nailed the strategy. What I do, my first round of testing, I'm trying to test for interests. My second round of testing, I'm trying to test for angles. You've done that. Hands down. This is, of all the beginners I've seen, you're in the top 10, my friend. Good work. Now we got to combine the strategy. We've got an angle that works really nicely, and we've got a keyword that works really nicely. So what would happen if we set up a campaign with an ad set with your ad angles for morning puffiness, targeting facials? We should get better results. Now you've spent $70. You spent a bit too much testing, in my personal opinion. Probably could have spent half as much money of this to figure out the right data. But let's go and see what's stopping the sales, because ads wise, I think we have a plan here, right? We're going to create an ad set. Targeting is going to be facials. The ads are going to be for puffiness. I'll just watch these to make sure.
This right here is why my chin stays.
Great. Bye bye morning bloat. Great. Okay. So the angle that's working on ads is the morning bloat. Let's go check out the website. Jay, how do you get into dropshipping? You watch more of my videos, my friend, and you go and join the Freedom Club, freedomclub.com. It's free to join. And if you like what you see, you will have an option to actually join in on calls like this with all my students and more. That's how you get started in dropshipping. Real easy. So freedomclub.com. Anyway, back to this. Your glow can't wait. 10% off today. Enter your email. Not bad. Not bad. Your morning glow starts here. So your website looks really nice. Wow. Yes. Well done, Kevin. Knocked it out of the park. Because we know. One second. One sec, mate. Because we know that the morning puffiness is maybe the issue that seemed to get the most clicks, what if we got rid of this and changed this to goodbye morning puffiness? Or what was the thing that you used? Puffy face in the morning fix. I don't like that terminology. I think you had it right here. Bye-bye morning bloat. So you could start with bye-bye morning bloat. And rather than define and sculpt in minutes, you could replace that with your reduce puffiness fast. Sorry, this music's really annoying me. I'm turning it off for those of you who can hear it. How annoying. Now, the price. How much do you buy this for? You might need to try this at like $59.95. It might do better. I think that is a good before and after. I don't like the lighting. It might be. Oh, that's nice. Probably get rid of this one and keep these two. We might need some better before and afters, possibly. You're buying it for $21. Okay. If we could, maybe we could see about sourcing it cheaper. Description: how to use. All day glow, effortless beauty. The one thing you're missing, probably before you go take our word for it, the one thing that you're missing is how this works. See, I'm looking at this and it's cool and all, but I don't know what this is exactly. I can see the things that it does. That's great. But how do I use it? What exactly in this that's doing the magic? Natural cooling effect. So you have to put this in the fridge, yeah? And now because I didn't really understand how this works, it's like a kind of lost interest. So if if the steps are things like freeze the tool, rub your skin, instant glow up, that would help me understand how this works and how this would be beneficial. Now you wanted to target mature skin. Is there a better possible way to show that on that effect in the fridge? Yes. Sorry. Is there a better way to show that in the landing page? So we got to go by what works. You might have a second, like get one angle working, and this page might be for the morning puffiness. Once you get some money coming in from this one, then you might actually duplicate this in Shopify and build this page, the next duplicated one, out to be towards mature skin, and then you would run mature skin ads to that page. We've got to make sure it's consistent. So the problem that we're trying to solve in the ads is really consistently shown as the main benefit in the product page. Wouldn't that be covered in the how-to? Well, you'd think so, except I came onto this page and I didn't see it. I see it now. Now you've said it there. It'd be much better right here. Much better, like simple steps. Better skin in 3 steps. Step 1, put this in the fridge. Step 2, rub this on your skin. Step 3, watch the instant glow up. That will be what I put here. And keep this. It's fantastic. But that little bit of instructions is going to be what really helps. I'll bring it back to my website. And really when I started getting sales was when I did this one thing. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That was the key factor for getting sales. And see how it's right up, like it's the first thing we see. How do we do this thing? How do we make this work? Helps people understand what this is. If you do those things, I reckon you're going to have yourself some sales. And come see me on Tuesday and let me know how you go. All right, Kelly. Revibe. Ooh, damn. Good Lord, we are close. When we start to see stuff like this, I get a bit excited because you are so goddamn close. But we have really got a big problem here between reach checkout and purchased. You started running new ads to a red light belt, but still running the sauna blanket. Screenshot of Shopify. Oof. Usually when we see this, it comes down to price point. People getting to the purchase and going, oh, it's a lot of money. It's one of two things: trust or price point. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at Revive. I'm excited for the other product. God damn, the CPMs that you're dealing with are outrageous. I don't think the broad's going to be these cost per clicks are so high because your CPMs are so high. You need to have a killer targeting and CTR in order to bring those cost per clicks down.